Welcome to Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, prescribed by Dr. Harrison. Good morning, everybody. It's bright and early. I'm looking at the clock here. It says 7:50. I've been up since 4, busting my butt, getting workouts in and taking care of some other business. So I figured I'd go ahead and drop my video today because part of the business I was taking care of was with my oldest son. Now, he loves video games. The funny thing is, we don't own a video game console. Well, let me take that back. I bought one of those like old school Sega Genesis that comes with preloaded with like 85 games or something. But even when I turned that on, I was like, whoa, these were the graphics we used to play with? Like, okay, I could see why it's no longer of interest for any kid in today's world, right? Like, I mean, technology has just surpassed that so much. I mean, I can't even believe that we thought it was so cool. So they might play Mortal Kombat on that every now and then, but really we bought it for us, the adults, for a little bit of nostalgia. But I never played video games like that. Like NFL Blitz, Super Mario Kart, Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, Excite Bike. Like, that was pretty much it. NBA Jams, Tecmo Bowl, and the Jordan versus Bird, or Magic versus Bird, or Magic versus Jordan, whatever game that was. But that was it. And like, I didn't play them all day long. I just kind of would play, and then when I got bored, like, I went outside. I was an outside kid. I would rather be in the driveway shooting buckets for, 3 hours straight than to be sitting in front of a screen playing video games for 3 hours straight. But my son wants to play video games. And I know a lot of people are against the video game thing, but quite honestly, one, if he's interested and enjoys it, if he's earned it and deserves it, why not let him play it? Hell, people are making millions of dollars being a professional video game player or a professional gamer. Now, is that a career that I want to choose? No. Is that a career that a lot of people, put down and talk about like, oh, that's not real work? How do you know? You've never sat up and played games end on end for hours, trying to build up a followership, trying to build up sponsorships. Like, they have to bust their butts as professionals just like any other professional. They just do it with the video game. Like, that is their task, right? So don't knock it, especially if you don't know the industry. And I used to be a one to kind of knock it, but then I was like, they really bust their ass. They work hard, right? It's a different type of work than I do or most other people, or, but everybody's job is a different type of work. So why knock it? And if my kid, like I said, earned it, deserves it, and he loves it, why not let him play? But here's the thing. I'm not going to go out. Now, the oldest is 9, right? So I still limit the amount of time he can be on the Genesis or the computer because I don't want him on it all day. I still want him to go outside and play, and be a kid and have social skills because he's been able to interact with actual people instead of through a headset his entire life. And that's not to say that gamers don't have social skills. That's just to say that I'd like to not only be able to have them talk through this thing, the headset, but actually talk to people too. And I'm sure most gamers grew up talking to people, right? So they still have social skills. I just don't want to start him off so young that he's never outside. But when I look at the price of the consoles, $500, $600, add in, a second controller, add in multiple games, like you're talking about $1,000, right? And God forbid he wants to be a gamer on the PC. I was looking at those gaming computers just for video processing for these things. That shit is expensive. Like, you could easily drop $1,000 with the computer, the monitor, the mouse, the gamer's chair, the headset, before you blink, just to have a basic set. And my son, he likes watching that on YouTube, like gamers. Like, now that I don't really get watching someone else play a game. But a good friend of mine, her boyfriend was like, maybe it's just a talking point. The rest of the kids have games. They're all finding out ways to beat it. And I was like, that's an interesting point. I never thought about that, right? Again, opening up my mind to different perspectives, thinking about, how I understand this behavior versus what it actually is. So I told my son, well, if you really want this console bad enough, put in the work. Save up your money and make it happen. Now, he doesn't get an allowance, and I don't give him money to do chores that he should be doing to help maintain the household. That's part of his duty in being part of this family. So he asked, could I wash your car? Could I help with any kind of projects? And lately it's just been too hot to be outside like that. And plus too, like, I'm not going to drop $30 for him to wash my car, right? He's a 9-year-old who's going to do like a half-ass job just because he can't even reach certain parts. Like, you'll get $5, maybe $10 for that. So if you've got kids that are you're paying them to do tasks, pay them amounts that are actually commensurate with the work that they're doing, right? Don't give them $50 for washing your car and they've barely touched it. So we were thinking about what are other ways? And we came up with recycling cans and bottles. Hard work, right? To actually go out and pick up all that stuff. It stinks, it's nasty, you got to store it. You then got to take it. You get very, very small amounts of money for it, right? And you might be saying, well, you're teaching your kid to be, work for peanuts and bust his back for peanuts. That's not what I'm doing, right? First, I'm showing him some hard manual labor work. What it takes to get up and get out early in the morning and go and get those cans and bottles. That's what we did this morning at 6:30. He was like, okay, well, can you wake me up and we can go? Yup, 6:30, out the door by 6:45. He brought back a full bag of cans and bottles. Hey, he's starting to build up, his collection. He wants to take it in tomorrow. I'm all for it. Now, I know his little face is going to be bummed out. Maybe not. I don't know, but I'm assuming his little face is going to be bummed out when he turns in 3 to 4 bags of cans and bottles and gets back like $2.50, if that. And he's going to be like, man, this is where the lesson comes in. Here's where I want to have a conversation with him and see how he starts to work this out. Is he going to be a little entrepreneur? Is he going to figure it out and be a leader and the business owner? Or is he going to give up? Or is he just going to keep working doing the same thing? Right? I want to see, does he say, how could I possibly increase this amount by doing less of the work? Could I recruit some friends and pay them a little bit to do the work and I take, off the top? Could we change it into something besides cans and bottles? Right? I just want to see what he comes up with. Or does he just say, I only got $250, that means I got to get more, and he starts just pounding, working. Little worker bee. Or does he hang his head, walk away, and quit? Now, all 3 of those options are going to be after I have a conversation about these are the 3 options he's got. What are you going to choose to do? Are you going to work harder or are you going to work smarter? And I'm so curious to see what he comes up with. Now, I'm not going to be a total douche about it. $500 for a console is a lot. But if this kid can earn and save enough money to where he's at the halfway point, I'll match him because he'll deserve it at that point. He'll really have put in the work. 9-year-old to come up with $250 without it being about chores or allowance, that's putting in work. So I'll let you know how it goes. But if you got a kid who really wants something that's super expensive, because, I buy my stuff, kids. I don't make him work for everything. If we go to the dollar store, he might get a pack of cards for $1. That's totally fine. But if they want something really bad and it's really expensive, put them to the test. See how bad they want it, how hard they're willing to work for it, how smart they're willing to work for it. You may be surprised. You might have the next Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. Who knows? I don't know, but we'll find out. That's Doc's Daily Dose for Dads. Don't forget to hashtag Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, hashtag 4D. All social media at rebirthbx. Going to be posting these just on YouTube and on my Facebook page, Renaissance Behavior. If you haven't seen it, go to it, check it out. Click the like button, follow it. Click the subscribe button on the YouTube here. Going to keep pumping them out. Enjoy the rest of your day.